Oh my god, I'm so bored and it's like 2 a.m. So I'm gonna explain timings with Shoot House, okay? So the basic premise is if you have like an asymmetrical map or any game where you spawn in a specific spot like CS, Call of Duty, Search and Destroy, or TDM, or anything where you spawn in a specific spot. This even applies to games like Apex whenever you go to specific POIs inside of the game. And it's timings, okay? And now one thing that you can learn is the timings for everything. So there's different spawns, of course, for all of these, right? Same thing as in CS. There's different spawns all along the backside of your T spawn or CT spawn. You know, same thing with Apex. You can go on different sides of the POIs, whatever, right? So let's say I spawn here, which is like the furthermost spawn. Okay, now let's time how close it takes me to get to my first engagement. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Right here, I'm able to be shot at. Right here. Okay. In this spot. Okay. You can make it over here, which is like 3.5 seconds, right? As long as you have the closest spawn. And so now let's take a timing for the closest spawn here. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's like you're late, and obviously they can position here before you can position, here, right? So that's timing. So it takes 4 seconds, takes you 3 seconds. So being able to understand, depending on where you spawn, how much longer it's going to take you to get to where you want to go versus where it's going to take them to where they want to go. That allows you to catch timing. So one of my favorite timing is this very risky off spawn timing right here for Shoot House, which you go right here, you run straight ahead, and a lot of the times people will choose to wallbang this, but they'll always shoot down the middle, so as long as you hug this right wall, you're going to be okay. And then you insta-book it back behind this corner. And now that gives you options. This is for comp. I used to compete in sniping. And this gives you options, okay? If it's a good player, they're going to be able to kill you like last millisecond that you're getting behind this wall, or they'll just sit here and they'll just snake. But snaking isn't allowed inside a comp, so... But once you're on this wall, they can't really do anything. They actually can't do anything because they're gonna assume people are looking down this way. Because even if you don't see someone down this way as as an attacker, right? Or well, a defender, I guess, as a defender. Even if you don't see someone down this way, all it takes is someone doing this, right? Like someone popping a shot for free and you're just dead. So a lot of people aren't going to try and like take initiative on this car unless if they're 100% for certain that they can get a peek over here. And even if they do, they only have so much of an angle, right? Because if you hug this wall, you're kind of good and you can choose as to what you want to do, right? The main two spots someone is going to sit is right here and right here. And then sometimes someone will sit here, but like I said, most of the time no one's going to sit there because only bad players sit here. This is a good safe spot because you get first contact always, first contact, and you have a great peek. Same with here, right? First contact, great peek, and then first contact, great peek, first contact, great peek, right? Because whenever you swing this corner, you have to make the adjustment. Every single time, you have to make the adjustment, right? Like, even if you come out this way, you still have to make the adjustment. Like, you still have to adjust yourself to challenge this box, right? I don't. I can stay still, and no matter what, they're always going to be coming in this vicinity in order to chow me. They're not going to be going this way and, like, doing all that to try and pop a shot or whatever. So, yeah, basic timings. Timings. This applies in every game. Learn and memorize these timings because it'll save your life many, many times. You can do many things and many variations of these timings. So for instance, like running from here up to this box. Okay, so it's like, I know whenever you get to this box, if someone were to head glitch mid, people will already be staring at mid, of course, by the time you get up to this box. But a thing you can do, which comes with knowledge and your timings, is jump straight across. And they're not going to see you. They're only going to see like your feet. Right? This is like the safest way to cross mid, just by tack sprinting across. And then one of the very popular timings on this map as well is whenever you spawn close side, you run out right side, right, and you insta wall bang this white crate. Everyone Everyone who's played the game long enough knows that this white crate is wall bangable. And everyone who's played this game long enough knows that whenever people key, they insta-key this way, or they're trying to go upstairs, or they're trying to peek out left. No matter what, the hot spot is this middle area, right? Because if they want to go out right, they have to sit here and hug this. It's literally this central area. You're kind of forced to get wall banged. Same thing with off spawn. Like off spawn, you can shoot straight through these walls with FMJ, and you can kill people straight through the wall off spawn, as long as you just know the timing in order to shoot. There's a lot of simple timings like this that affect gameplay, even inside of Apex. Whenever the game wasn't as bad as it is now, whenever it came to contests, you know, like contests and con practice, there were a lot of good timings that you could use in order to win fights. And I mean, even now with drop zones, there's good timings you use, right? Like with drop zones, you constantly check what POIs are thirdable, what POIs are free to push without getting third-partied instantly. Like going from Barometer to Cenote. That's just like a simple example, right? Because your back map, you have a free POI to fight. They're on edge map. They have nowhere to really go. The main thing that makes like Apex rotations good is options. You always want options. You never want to be forced into something, because the moment someone notices you're forced into something, they take advantage of that. Oosh. Same thing with like COD, right? So same exact premise with COD. The moment you're forced into something, people take advantage of that. So like I said with the white crate, right? Or like I said with the timing from this spawn all the way over to this car. People take advantage of the timing of you getting here, and they will play this wall. And then that forces them to have to check 2 angles whenever you know you only have to check 1, right? Because whenever you're running this way, guess what you can see with 120 FOV, right? Guess what you can see? You can see them. You can see them. Like in the time that you're sprinting, you can see them. All it takes is a simple glance to know where they're at, right? And then you can swing out either side. And what makes it good is, like, if, let's say, they're hard scoping, right, you can see their laser, so you know where they're aiming. So that's another way to take advantage of those timings. And for CS, even for CS, there's a lot of timings that you can do in order to get early picks or good smokes. Like, for instance, instant window smokes. You know, whatever else. I don't know. There's I haven't played CS in forever. I don't know what's changed. But this kind of applies to every game that has any form of like spawning in a set area consistently. You know, like for instance, like TDM on this map wouldn't be a great example, because it's like, well, maybe not on this map, but like in newer CODs, I know that like in FFAs and TDMs, they spawn you kind of everywhere, you know. But in 2019, you do really only spawn in like these back 2 sides. And yeah, that's it. I mean, like, you know, for instance, another example of the timings is a lot of the times people will run straight out mid, curve hard right, and it's like you barely, like, depending on who, like if someone's expecting you to run that way, they can definitely catch you. Like if they just straight up run straight, climb up, aim, shoot, right? Like if they expect you to be running down that way because you've played previous rounds and you've done it repetitively, then yeah, they're going to catch you on the timing here. But most of the time, it's like you're going to be able to get away with this for free. You're going to be able to get on this red crate, which is then going to allow you to be able to peek over this and get info. Like being able to see, like even right here, like even being able to see this gap right here is so much information. Especially for people crossing, because no matter where you go, right, no matter where you go on this head glitch, like you're going to be seen no matter what by that pixel. You can see that same pixel, right? You can see the same pixel. You're just random bullshit. Lots of bullshit. And yeah, that's my S tier boredom.